I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Way down Mississippi, down New Orleans, where they got honeysuckle growing on a honeysuckle vine. Well, love is blooming there all the time. Well, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen, down in Mississippi, New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. Well, come on, roll down Basin Street and listen to the music of Dixieland beat. Where the magnolia blossoms fill the air. Well, you ain't been to heaven till you've been down there. They got rich green moss growing from a big oak tree down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. I said, hey, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, look out, child, hey, hey, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. They got a honeysuckle growing from a honeysuckle vine. Well, love is blooming there all the time. You know, other Southern belle is a Mississippi queen, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. I said, hey, I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look out, child, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, look out, child, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, how you doing out there, guitar heroes? All right. How about Gary U.S. Bonds from 1960, minus the saxophones? New Orleans, 1960, Gary U.S. Bonds. We got pretty much a straight rock and roll song here. We got an E, we got an A, and we got a B. And that's our whole song, besides the saxophone fill, which is pretty much plays through most of the song. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And before I go any further, I could just barely sing this. In fact, I didn't really hit the real high parts. So I got tuned down a half. Kind of normal for me, but in this song for sure, because that voice is pretty high. All right, so the saxophone part comes in. Well, at the beginning we got this drum part. That's what that was supposed to be. And then he starts out with, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. Then we kind of start the first verse. There's only two verses. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Now, at the end of each one of these lines is this little saxophone thing, and I think it goes something like this. I'm on the A string, open, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, let's see. And then open D string, 2 hits on the D string then. Two on the second fret of the D string, back to the second fret of the A, back to the D, second fret, back to the A. That's what I think I'm hearing. I may be off on this. It is a saxophone, right? And then on the D part, it's the same thing, except we're on the D string. 1, 2. 2 on the G string. Back to 2 on the D string. Back to the D string, our G string. Pretty much going on through the whole song, and I tried messing with it, trying to do an overdub with the guitar, and I couldn't get it to work. So I apologize for not having that in there. Saxophone. I played saxophone in high school band. That should mean something, right? I didn't last very long though. Okay, so then we go into the first verse. And we got this E, so I'm doing my normal thing, up and down with the fingers here to get a little bit of rhythm on the E, and then dragging my hand here for a little slap, muted, palm muting. So there's a little bit of timing associated with the fingers coming on and off. They kind of have to hit on a strum. If you hit in the middle, it won't sound right. Okay, so well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Way down in Mississippi, down in New Orleans, still hanging on that E string. Now we're going to go to A, or the E chord. They have honeysuckle growing on a honeysuckle vine. Back to E, and love is booming down all the time. Back to this. Now we're going to go to B. Well, you know, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down in Mississippi, down in New Orleans, I said, hey, yeah, I said, hey, yeah, I said, hey, hey, yeah. Okay, so that is the pattern, real standard, right? E, A, back to E, then you got a B, and I'm using the one finger A chord, and that is my form, going to the 2nd fret. And on these, yeah, the root is the A string, so you have to avoid to hit the big E. You don't want to hit that. So you're pretty much strumming 5 big A string down for the B. Okay, then it goes right back in the hey, 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 that's all E. Hey, 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 hey. Then we go into the 2nd verse, exactly the same. Well, come on, take a stroll down Basin Street. Well, listen to the music of the Dixieland beat. Where the magnolia blossoms feel the air, back on the A, back to the E. Well, you ain't been to heaven till you've been down there. Okay, now we're going to go to B. They got rich moss hanging from a big oak tree. A, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Hey, yeah. So we do that hey, hey, hey thing, and then we repeat the first verse, and then it fades out on the hey, hey, hey at the end. So really straightforward bluesy song with the typical blues E, A, and B progression. And other than that, let's kind of check on a strum pattern. I don't think there's much of a pattern here, but let's check it out. So you can do the emphasis on the down one like this. So I'm going down, and then I'm bringing the fingers down. Fingers are up. just a method to give it just a little bit more rhythm. You're hanging on chords for a long time, so you need to have a little bit of rhythm to kind of keep things going. So speed-wise, well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. They got honeysuckle growing on a honeysuckle vine. Well, love is blooming there all the time. Well, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Hey, 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 yeah. And so you can do a stop. I think on the original recording he stops on one of these. Let's see. And love is a blooming all the time. You gotta. You might stop here. You know, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. But it actually sounds good. You can stop on either one of these. You know, every Southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. I'll say it, hey, hey, yeah. So it's kind of a good strumming exercise, and obviously a very common chord progression to learn. So this is a good one. You know, it kind of gets you away from the G, C, D thing. And actually, the E chord is probably my favorite chord, and this key works pretty good for my voice as well. So that's another thing always to consider is, you know, what key kind of works for you. All right, so there you go. You got New Orleans by Gary U.S. Bonds from 1960. Great little tune. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Take it easy, and thanks for watching. See you next time out there.